Hi my babies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl the Alpha Woman here on Ask the Alpha, and today we're going to be speaking about the shame that avoidants carry when they hurt you. Oh my gosh, I have so much to speak about on this topic. Oh my goodness. From both being the avoidant and experiencing the avoidant. Hi Mrs. Sprinkles. Do you guys hear the baby? He just wants to be in it, so that's fine. Yes, but back to what I was saying. Most of the time, avoidants don't even know that they're avoiding you, or they're running away, or they can't face you. I just did a video where I spoke about emotional intelligence, right? And emotional intelligence is something that is really, really strongly needed in order for you to be able to face yourself and to face people that you've hurt, or if you've been the one that's hurt, vice versa. A lot of times, most avoidants, when they speak to you, they remember the pain. The pain that you gave, the pain that they gave. It doesn't necessarily make it right. It doesn't mean that they necessarily meant it, or they did mean it. It doesn't matter. Because, sometimes when you hurt people, you hurt people. But a lot of times they can't really come to terms with maybe what they've done. Even if it's something that's outside of their character, we've all done something that we're not proud of. It doesn't matter who you are. And we've all possibly run away or, not wanted to speak about what it is that we've gone through. That's just natural. It's a very natural response. It's a very natural response from your ego because you end up receiving some pride there. A lot of times we weren't really taught how to take accountability, how to apologize properly. We weren't really taught to say I'm sorry and to convey how we really feel. Maybe out of fears of being hurt, or not wanting to look like, we're kissing nobody's behind, or possibly feeling so hurt in our own world that there develops an imbalance in our chakras, and now we become arrogant. That was the case with me when I was much more avoidant when I was growing up. I made a lot of mistakes when I grew up, and I remember I was not able to ever really come to terms with a lot of those mistakes that I made, nor the people that I hurt. And they'd come up to me and say, well, Alpha, why'd you do this? And I didn't really know why I did half of the stuff that I did. I know now. I know that I just needed to do a lot of growing. And I know that I was carrying a lot of internal pain, childhood wounds, and trauma. But at the time, I didn't know that. Right? And it took a lot of courage and bravery for me to face myself so that this way I could then face others. Alpha today is much more accountable, much more wise and sensitive to other people's emotions, not just my own. And most of the decisions that I make, I intend to make sure that of other people, that I'm taking them into account, that I'm being considerate, because that's a big one too. Sometimes when people are being avoidant, they're not being considerate of others because they're running away from their pain, their problems, and themselves. And most of the time, the people that they're avoiding, most of the time it's people they really care about. And they don't really know how to express that. They don't really know how to express pain that came from that person. They don't really know how to express where you guys are in your lives. It doesn't matter if this is a romantic dynamic, a family dynamic. It really doesn't matter. Family, brothers, sisters, you name it, cousins. None of that matters. The only thing that really matters is if that person has been able to really face themselves. And if they have not been able to really face themselves, it is going to be very hard for them to be able to properly face you. Right? I say that with a lot of love and compassion and empathy, but it's one of those things that does take time. It takes time, and If someone is avoiding you, please don't take it personally. It's not personal. It's not like they are intending necessarily to hurt you. Understand that it is most likely these internal battles that's going on between them. It doesn't make it any better. It doesn't make you feel any better. But it should help your healing if you know that it's not a personal thing. It's not you most of the time. Sometimes people are avoiding you because you did some shit. I'm not going to say that that's not the case. You know, everyone's situation is different. But I have experience, and I've also dished out before being avoidant when I know I have wronged somebody, or I don't want to come to terms with the fact that I've wronged somebody. Once you reach a certain stage of your life where you're growing and things like that, you begin to see things aren't always about you. Even if you have all these feelings about something, it's not just about you. And that's just really what it is. We come on this earth to love and be loved and to have experiences and experience things like connection and to grow and to learn, to forgive, to forget, and to live, to laugh, to love. All of these things very, very important. If someone is avoiding you, give them some grace, because you're here on my channel learning why they may be avoiding you, but they might not even know it them damn selves. You might know, but maybe they don't. Give people grace like they're kids. That's the best you could do nowadays, because most of the time people don't even understand others' perspectives. They can't put other people in their shoes. It's a very common thing. The older I get, the more I realize, like, some people they're not the same as you, and you can't treat them the same as you. But you can give them grace for them to learn and grow to be where you're at. Although some people might not ever grow, some people might not ever learn the way how you are, it's still okay for you to make those choices and decisions and do what's best to honor yourself and not take it personally. It's not ever personal. It's usually an attack between that person and that person's subconscious. I swear to God. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that this video helps. Bye for now. Say bye.